Hello everyone and welcome back. So we're kicking things off with a hoeing contract. I do love these contracts. And then next we're actually going to go and slurry the grass field with the very little slurry that we actually have available. So get ourselves over to the grass field and we're going to see how far this goes. It doesn't go very far, to be perfectly honest, but it gives us a bit of a boost. It's going to help. I did actually purchase the soil information for this field because I don't want to have to lease the scanner just to do one tiny grass field, so it made more sense to purchase it. So we'll get this all done nice and quickly. It won't take long. You can see we are obviously improving. We're applying 60 kilos, which isn't much, but we get it all put in and use up this last little bit, and then we can move on to the next job of today. So now that we're all done, back down to the farm, drop this off, clumsily drive into a house while I'm doing it, yes. So here we go, and now we need to grab the seeder and get ourselves down to the field, and that's where we are. So this field was originally going to be planted with sorghum, and then I discovered that sorghum doesn't go in with a seeder, it goes in with a planter, and so I didn't want to lease a planter just to do this field, so I decided, you know what, let's just do oats. They're still available. I could have done soybeans as well, but because I put the what's it called, the oilseed radish into here, it doesn't actually make sense to then go and put soybeans, because if I put soybeans into something which has already got 40 kilos, it's just a complete waste. So yeah, decided to do that. Now you will have noticed that some music has kicked in. That's because I do not know why, but for some reason my game audio just stopped recording completely. So there's no game audio from the point the music kicked in, which is why I just put a little bit of backing noise so that it's not just me talking and nothing else. The other thing I realised when I was about halfway through this field is that this seeder is a direct drill seeder, so there was no need for me to cultivate in the oilseed radish. I'm pretty sure, actually I'm not that sure, I think that you still get the nitrogen boost if you use a direct drill on oilseed radish. But that's something I will have to test at some point, unless somebody can comment and tell me, because I don't remember. We're going to skip ahead in the seeding in a moment, because unlike the other fields, I'm actually going to roll this one, because we've got the time to do it. The other fields were not rolled at all, but here we go. Now we're rolling away. And interestingly, we've got game sound back. That's very strange. Why have I got game sound back when it told me there was no game sound? Well, there we go. So, just going to get this all rolled up. This field will then be perfect. The hoe has finished, so we'll go and get that collected. Bit more cash for us, 22,500. That is looking good. We have changed currency and speed to miles per hour and pounds. That's because of something else I'm doing, which is not yet ready for release, and I forgot to change it, and I forgot to change it for episode 12 as well, actually. Episode 13 is going to be a real-time episode, because one thing that's a bit difficult to do with these time-lapse 5-minute videos is look after the animals. So I'm kind of doing the animals all off screen, but I'm going to do one 5-minute video, which will be episode 13, where we actually have a look at the animals and see how they're doing. Maybe some of them are pregnant, some of them are not sure. We're also continuously buying animals at the moment. Because of the way the real livestock works, it's better to keep buying them every time. But yeah, this is all looking pretty good so far. This field is not a very big field, but hopefully with the rolling, and I'm also going to obviously fertilise it and herbicide it as well, so hopefully it'll be in a pretty good state when we come to harvest it, get ourselves some decent cash. Now, jump ahead, and we're finished. And it hailed the whole time, so we've actually got hail damage in the field, which I couldn't see in the map, but you can see it here. But anyway, that's us done. Bye bye.